Welcome back to Cooking the Alphabet. We're all the way up to letter W. Now, what could W be for? Well, you can tell by what I'm wearing maybe that it's a little chilly outside and there's snow on the deck. This is really comfort food weather, isn't it? It's winter time, holidays are just about over, and what's better than a nice big bowl of soup? We're going to make soup that's called wild rice soup, and it starts with a box. It's very easy to make. I started this in 30 minutes from when I put it on the stove to when I was tasting the delicious soup. That's all it took, 30 minutes. So here's how you start. It's very simple. You can have this on hand, or if you just go to the grocery store, there's different kind of varieties. But this happens to be the long grain wild rice, and this has vegetables with it. You can buy it with broccoli. I know that they have different varieties. I happen to like this because when I can get in any extra vegetables, that's great. So you start with the package and follow the directions right on the back. And you're going to put this in a pot with 3 cups of water. We're going to start with that. Add the seasoning packet and stir it around until it starts to boil. Once it boils, put the lid on and turn it down to simmer. Now this whole box is only 15 points plus if you're counting with the Weight Watchers. And this does serve a lot. The soup pot that I made will serve a generous amount. At least 6 people can get probably a cup or so of good hearty soup out of it. So this is how we're going to start. Now, while this is cooking on the stove, what you can do is add some of your own vegetables, and that's what I love to do. Whatever I happen to have on hand, it's great. Now, I happen to have some cauliflower and some carrots. I had a nice bunch of celery and some onions that I diced up, and when the soup was just about finished, about 20 minutes, I added my vegetables to it and stirred them around, and again, turned it down on low and let the veggies cook up a little bit. You can have whatever you have. I think broccoli would be great, zucchini would be great. Oh, I also added a nice can of mushrooms as well. I love mushrooms and things, and again, it's adding some heartiness to it. So whatever it is you like, add to the soup. Now, I know with Weight Watchers and with other people that are watching their weight, sometimes the creamy soups are a no-no. We say stay away from the creamy soups, and sometimes you just want something creamy like a chowder, something like that. So this is a creamier soup that really is Weight Watcher friendly. And what makes it creamy is when the soup is almost finished, we're going to add some cream cheese. I happen to like the Weight Watcher brand because it's already portioned out for me. Now, for those of you who do follow Weight Watchers, this used to be 1 point, now it's up to 2 because we're starting to add in some carbohydrates a little bit to our counting. So I added 2 of these, and that would be just 2 little packets, and I think they're just 1 ounce each, so it'd be 2 ounces. You could add more, and I think the original recipe did call for like 8 ounces. I cut that way back and found that 2 was fine, 3 would be fine as well. So I just scoop these out, put them right in the pot. Again, it's still on low, and until the cheese starts to melt and it goes all throughout the soup. And the last ingredient was a little bit of milk. I added about a cup of milk to it as well, again, to add to the creaminess. Now, this was the skim milk. I also added just a little bit of flavoring. I like to add the chicken flavoring to it just to boost it up a little bit, especially when I'm adding the cheese in the milk. I did want to have a little more flavoring to it. Salt and pepper is fine as well, but this adds a nice little, again, another layer of flavoring that I really do like. So when that's all finished, about 25 minutes or so, it's all steaming hot on the stove, and this is what it ended up with. I ended up with a nice big pot of soup. It's nice and hearty, it's thick. Look at that. Now I've already taken 2 bowls out of here because I had to test it, of course, and I wanted to show you what it looks like in the bowl. Now I think this for a nice lunch with maybe a cucumber salad, some Jello, something like that, maybe a nice piece of fruit would be a great way to either end your night by the fire. You can sit cozy with your mug, or maybe take it to lunch, and you'll have a nice meal for lunch as well. That's still very good for you and still very calorie friendly. Here's my bowl. Now this is way over a cup. I just wanted to show you how much it made. You can see that the rice really makes it nice and thick, and the cream cheese just adds, again, a whole nother level to it. It's delicious. And you don't have to worry. So many times the creamier soups, add for cream and whole milk and things like that, and different kinds of cheeses that can really boost those calories really, really high. So let's see what this tastes like. Delicious. Really, really a good flavor. Keep these boxes on hand, and you'll have soup, like I said, in 30 minutes time. You'll have a nice batch of soup, and it'll last. It will last for a while. You can have it again for lunch or for dinner the next day. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed, especially with the chilly weather out there. I hope you enjoy the soup. I hope you have a wonderful 2011. And again, as always, happy, healthy cooking and eating. See you again soon.